What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about why I'm getting Evil West and why you should too. This is my preview series where I take a look at an upcoming game and talk about whether I'm getting it, not getting it, or I'm somewhere in the middle. And Evil West has been a game that's always looked good, and I think that's going to be the theme. Fun. The word fun you'll probably hear more times than you want to in this video, but this game just looks like a blast to play, and that's probably going to be the game's biggest strength. Now, some of the details, of course, to know about this game, it pretty much releases everywhere, not like Nintendo Switch, but besides that, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, the newer Xbox console Series S and X, and PC. And it releases on November 22nd. It's $50, so it's not like a $30 or $40 thing. It's a $50 thing, but still, obviously not full price. And again, it just looks like a blast to play. So this is a game we've seen for quite a while. Like, it's been known that it's coming out for a while. I don't know for sure if it's been delayed, but I feel like it's been pushed. And I mean, what game modern day hasn't been? But it's just always retained, and you can probably tell from some of the gameplay clips, that fun factor. This is like, really, it looks a lot and reminds me a lot of like Doom Eternal, but if it was third person mode. Honestly, even like Metal Hellsinger, which is a kind of spin-off take on Doom, that's kind of what games I feel like are doing now, including a game like Evil West. Like, you want to do Doom, you know what made Doom Eternal so special, but obviously you got to do it a little bit different. And this game obviously has kind of like the mythology, the lore behind it being a vampire hunter, so it's got the more story heavy element because it literally is a story game. But it also has, I mean, when you're hunting these vampire monsters, you have the different weapons obviously than you're gonna get in a game, say Doom. But you can tell, considering, you know, when you hurt the enemies enough and they glow, they light up, and you're able to do like a finisher move. I mean, you can see the influence on it. But honestly, in terms of visuals, the game looks fantastic. The lighting and the environment and everything, how it looks, this is the same publisher. It's not the same developer, but it's the same publisher of Plague Tale Requiem, which we just obviously got a little while back. And it reminds me of it. Now, I don't think it's going to be as deep with the story. I don't think I'm going to like the characters as much. Honestly, the characters are probably, or at least right now, I don't know about when the game releases, but looking at it right now, the characters seem like the weak spot. From their personality to their voice to whatever, the characters seem to be the weakest thing. So I'm not expecting Plague Tale Requiem levels of story and emotions and all that kind of over-the-topness. It's not going to be that, but it will be over-the-top in other ways. But the visuals really do remind me of the same kind of thing. Like, the lighting does look really, really good. The environments, there's actually a lot of environments. There's a lot of enemies. There's a lot of weapons to use. It has the same kind of feel, in my opinion. So that's all looking good. The release date is looking pretty okay. I like to talk about the release of, you know, when the game's coming out. You know, any game that comes out from October to December of this year is going to face competition. You're not going to be able to get away from it. I mean, if you released it any other time of the year, you would have been okay, but they all have to come out around this time. It's a few weeks away from God of War Ragnarok and even Sonic Frontiers. It is a few days removed from Pokemon and The Devil in Me, so that late November period still does have games that were released around. I think even like a Warhammer Darktide, I think, comes out the last day of November. So again, you're not going to be able to get away, you know, from the big guns, but you're going to be able to get away enough where you're a couple weeks removed from God of War, but you're also removed on the other side from games like Callisto Protocol and Midnight Suns, which comes out December 2nd. So you gotta break between, really, the Evil West is that game, I think, in the middle of both God of War and then those games as well. But it looks different enough. It looks extremely fun. I don't really know how to put into words the fun level, but I just think if you watch enough gameplay, just kind of pure gameplay of going around shooting things, there seems to be enough diversity where, again, I mean that in every way, from environment, and they want you to use the environment, right? But environment, enemy types, gun types, and it's constantly going to be evolving, and you can upgrade them and kind of equip different things to the gun. So maybe some people are going to be using different weapons differently from other people. So it just looks like a blast to go through from start to finish and finish the game. I think really what it's going to come down to is, you know, it is a game that, I mean, it's new. It's a new IP. So does Evil West have enough to those that haven't seen it to be able to grab them in? I think if you do see it, it just looks like pure fun. And it does maybe give you those Doom kind of vibes, but a little bit differently It's all going to depend on the price, again, being $50. Depends on the length. I haven't seen anywhere, oftentimes, at least what we've seen this year, is games, the director or somebody comes out from the studio to say how long the game is. I don't know if Evil West has had that happen yet, at least when I'm recording. You guys can maybe let me know in the comments, but, you know, what's $50? Like, what do you expect to get, right? Like, Plague Tale was a full price game. It was $60, but you got like a 15, 16, 17-hour game. It was long. Now, you don't want to make games long just to be long, and you don't want it to get too repetitive, especially a game like this. So, you know, are we expecting a 10, 12, 14 hour? I mean, that's kind of where I'm putting it, somewhere in that range of time. But I am looking at this kind of as like a palate cleanser. Like, you know, you're going to get hit with the emotion and the over-the-topness with God of War. I am going to play like the devil in me, so I guess I'll play that right before Evil West. And then you get this, and this is just going to be, I hope, and I think, just a lot of fun, a different kind of game, a game that's not part of a franchise, right? So something a little bit different. And then you use this, you clean your palate, and then you go a week or two later, and you get some other games, a Dead Space-like game in Callisto, so on, and we go from there. So hopefully this game gets enough attention. It seems like it always does well in any of the videos, like gameplay videos that they put out. Seems like people really, really do enjoy what it looks like, and they just have to kind of put it all together when the game releases. And again, you know, Focus Home, the publishers, they're on a roll. They've been on a roll. I mean, they do indie, smaller things. I mean, they literally just had Plague Tale Requiem a few weeks ago, and now they're about to have Evil West. So hopefully it's back-to-back. Like, I don't know. Plague Tale is my game of the year. Like, right now, sitting here recording this video, Plague Tale Requiem is my game of the year. Now, that's, again, the publisher. They didn't make it. It's not the developer. But these guys may know how to pick, right? They look around, pick studios, pick games that they feel kind of reflects their brand, something that when you think of their publisher, you think of these games, and these are two games that they've chosen. So I'm feeling pretty good about it, even more good about it, I guess, since Plague Tale came out. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on so you know when all these videos go up. If you want to follow or support me anywhere else, all my social media is in the description below. I will be covering this game, so you can look out for more videos as the weeks go on, and I hope to see you guys there.